lot of fun. All right, we're going to go, I'm going to walk around here to my ironing board because I have a new tool I am so excited to demonstrate for you. And if you have stuck with me this long, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to say hi right now to everybody who says hi, because I'm sure there's a few of you that said hi. I don't get to see that. Camera guy sees it, but he doesn't give me a thumbs up or anything because it's kind of interrupting. So I just want to say hi. Thank you for watching. Tell your friends about this tool. They're going to want it. Every time I have demonstrated this tool in the shop this week, it sells. It sells. It's amazing. And so this is the tool. It's like, you're like, what the heck? That doesn't look like much. This is the Binding Eaze binding tool, and it's made by Quilted Heartz, and that's Michelle Noble and Susan Adams. Susan lives here in St. George, and Michelle lives up north. They've got adorable patterns like this heart pattern over here. That's one of their patterns. That's one of their quilts. So you can see they're on the ball. They have cute ideas. So I have my binding strip here. This is a 2.5-inch strip. I'm going to start. Now the reason I like this is because when you bind your quilt, and many of you will relate to this, your hand kind of gets in the way, and steam, you can get steam burns from that. And yeah, we're green. And I don't like that, and it's tedious because you can only do a few inches at a time. Let me show you how this works. I showed this to my friend Lene yesterday. She had a binding she was working on for a queen size quilt, and I hadn't paid attention to her, and she was pressing and pressing, and I turned around and went, oh my gosh, you're binding a quilt. Stop right there. And I don't even know, she might have been about halfway through, and we finished the rest of her binding in like 5 minutes. So this is a big time saver. I thought I had my eye touched. I'll fix that. Anyway, so you start by pressing just like the first few inches of your binding. And then you're going to loop it through this loop here. And then you're going to loop it over here because you want to be able to hold on to it. Now I have an Aliso iron here at the shop. It has a tendency to kick its feet up, and I'm like, I thought I had the eye touch off, but this iron is still kicking them up, so it might stand up on me in a minute. You put your iron on the silicone mat, and I'm going to just keep my right hand, because I'm right-handed, I'm going to keep my right hand, and I'm just going to keep adjusting my fold right here and keep that together. With my left hand, I'm pulling that binding through. Look at that. And this is how you make your binding super fast. Now, of course, I only have one length of fabric, but my whole binding, all 96 inches, would be done. Think about how fast that would be done. If I were doing, see, we've got to make it sit down. Just doing it. And look at how it's coming out over here. Now, if I had, ta-da, if I had like a binding buddy or some kind of a tool, I could just sit and wind it with one hand while I pulled it through. But there's my binding, all pressed in a matter of minutes instead of longer minutes. And I find that binding is one of the most tedious things to press because you have to be so careful and just go such small increments. So get your Binding Eaze today. I have these on the website. They're $29.99. It's a great iron rest too. If you don't have an iron rest like we have here, you can just keep your iron right there because it is a silicone mat. It's not going to burn your ironing board. I think you're going to find this tool amazing, and if you love tools, you're definitely going to want it. This one is going to go home with me. I'm taking one home because I think that's like brilliant, genius, and I actually have a quilt to bind this week. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, a great week. Get your donuts, get some sewing in, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.